Krishna. Our standard of living doesn't define us as much as our standard of longing. We all want to improve our standard of living. What kind of car we drive, what kind of clothes we wear, which area we live in. All these comprise our standard of living, and the higher our standard of living, we think the more we'll be happy. However, far more defining of our happiness than our standard of living is our standard of longing. Standard of longing means what we long for. What are the things that we look for, long for, crave for in our life? That determines whether we'll be happy or not. When we are infatuated with the standard of living, then most often we have a materialistic conception of life. And we think more and more material things will make us happy. However, even if we improve our standard of living, materialism keeps our standard of longing the same. And that standard of longing is greed for the things which we don't have. Materialism is correlated with nature's mode of passion, Rajoguna. And the psychological qualities associated with Rajoguna are described in the Bhagavad-gita 14.12. Lobha pravrittirarambha karmanamashamaha spruha rajasyetani jayante viruddhe bharatarshabha. So, the first characteristic Krishna describes is Lobha. Lobha is greed. Pravrittirarambha, starting new things. I want to do this, I want to get that, I want to try that. Karmanam ashamaha spruha, lot of hard work. And even after that, ashamaha spruha. Spruha is desire. Ashamaha is that which is insatiable. So, it starts with greed and continues on till insatiable desire. And this is the characteristic of Rajasya etani jayante vivruddhe. When Rajoguna is high, that is what happens. So the standard of longing will stay the same. We'll always keep longing for the things which we don't have. And this standard of longing will keep us dissatisfied. So spirituality tells us that we should raise not just our standard of living, but standard of longing. It's interesting, some spiritual paths say that a desire is the cause of problem and therefore we should kill all desires. Then we will become free from dissatisfaction. But Bhakti spirituality tells us that desire is the characteristic of the living condition. Living means longing. But what we need to do is long for something higher. We all have our physical bodies, and the physical bodies create some drives within us. They create some longings within us. The longing for food, the longing for sleep, the longing for sex, the longing for strength. So these are natural longings which are created by our body itself. And if we humans have these same longings which all animals have, then actually we are living at that same standard of longing, no matter what our standard of living may be. So spirituality tells us to raise our standard of longing above the materialistic level, above the level of the animal kingdom. And when we raise our longing to the spiritual level, we all have a desire to live forever, to be happy forever. Where does this longing come from? That comes from our core. Bhagavad-gita explains that we are at our core souls, and the soul has an eternal relationship with God, Krishna. He is all attractive, He is the reservoir of all satisfaction. And when we connect with Him in love, we experience life's supreme satisfaction. And thus when we raise our longing, when instead of longing for the things of this world, we start longing for Krishna, then that longing itself connects us more and more with Krishna, and the more and more we connect with Him, the greater is the satisfaction that we experience. Therefore, our happiness is determined not by our standard of living, but by our standard of longing. And spirituality encourages us to shift our focus of elevation. Don't try to raise your standard of living so much. Focus on raising your standard of longing, and that will bring real satisfaction. Thank you. Hare Krishna.